on Instagram, what would I do? I'm Bruce, host of the Smart Pizza Marketing Podcast. Thank you so much for watching this video, wherever you're watching this from. The reason that I want to do this video for you today is I want to teach you how to start from zero. And even if you're not starting from necessarily zero, maybe you have an Instagram account and you've been posting to Instagram a little bit, but you almost feel like you're starting from zero, even though you're not. I'm going to share some slides with you to give you a little overlay, and we're going to go over when to post, what to post, how to tell if it's working, how to grow your following, tools of the trade, and mistakes to avoid, all in this video right here. First of all, thank you so much for tuning in wherever you're watching this from. And the thing that inspired me to do this video today was sometimes we take for granted, and I posted something like this on one of our accounts earlier. Sometimes we take for granted what we know. And we think that because we know it, it's common knowledge for everybody. And we're doing this 30-day Instagram challenge inside of our mastermind group. And I'll put a link below wherever you're watching this if you want to check it out. But we're going over the basics of Instagram and how to really grow our reach, grow our engagement, grow our following using Instagram. And sometimes even me, where we have a large following on Instagram, I forget that, a lot of people don't know the very basics. And sometimes learning the basics gives you the fundamentals for what it takes to actually grow. Now, let me just start by saying that if you're watching this video, this is not a quick video on how to grow your Instagram following overnight in the next 30 days, how to gain 10,000 followers. So if you're looking for that type of video, this is not it. This is going to be work, but it's not work that takes hours and hours and hours a day. If you do these things that we're going to talk about in this video, if you spend 20, 30 minutes a day in the beginning, you're going to see a lot of growth in your Instagram account when it comes to local followers. So let me just start with transition over to here. You can see me in the top left corner there. So starting from zero. And what would I do if I was starting from zero? What would I do? Well, first of all, you got to know the lay of the land. So Instagram has different types of content that you can post. It has the feed, which is the boxes that you see when you're scrolling through somebody's main feed on Instagram. It has stories, it has IGTV, it has Instagram Live, and it has Reels, which is the newest platform for Instagram. Now, I have to tell you that Reels is something that if you want to see growth and reach, creating Reels for your Instagram account right now, if you're watching this video when it comes out in December 2020 or January 2021, Reels is really something that you want to spend a tremendous amount of time on, because we're seeing the most organic reach with Reels than any other part of or piece of content that we're posting to our Instagram account. For instance, generally when we post a video to our Instagram account, we'll see anywhere from 500 to 5,000 views, depending on that video, the time of day, the content, and so forth. We have 17,000 followers plus on our Instagram account. If we post a reel, which is a 15 to 30 second TikTok kind of copycat type of content to our Instagram post, we could see up to 150,000 views on that particular reel. Yeah, 150,000. We have a couple videos that have seen 25,000, 40,000 reach, 50,000 reach even views on that particular video. So right now, Instagram's come out with Reels. They're pushing that heavily into the Explore tab. So if you're watching this right now and you're looking at where to get started on your Instagram account, even if you're starting from zero, start with Reels. We have another video that you can watch all about Reels. I'll put a link below this where you can kind of see what exactly a reel is and how to get started with that. Also, we're going over that a lot in our 30-day Instagram challenge. The next thing, what to post. Now, this is something that we talk about quite a bit, and I see sometimes you hear people tell your story. Like, tell your story on social media. And I agree with this to a point, but I think you should tell your story more in the stories of your Instagram account. The feed you should think about the feed, the photos, the videos, the reels that you post to your Instagram account as a magazine. It's going to tell the story of your business, what you do and how you do it. When I go to somebody's Instagram account, if you're watching this, you're probably a restaurant or pizzeria. I want to see what it is you do when it comes to your food. I'm a believer that your Instagram account for a restaurant should be 70 to 80% your dishes and items. And that could be a tutorial video, it could be a recipe, it could be just a straight photo, but that's what I want to see on your feed. because that's what I'm going to look at when I make a decision of where I'm going to go or what I'm going to have when I visit your restaurant. Sometimes you go to Instagram feeds and there's just a hot mess of content and there's no real congruency with what it is they're trying to post. And you get a sense that they're just kind of posting anything because they don't have a real strategy. So what I think you should do is use the feed to tell the story of your business through photos and videos of your dishes, and use stories as a way to build the relationship with your existing customers. It's going to be very hard to grow your Instagram account using stories. That's why you should use your Instagram feed as a way to get possibly into that explore tab to get more eyeballs on your content. The stories is where you can be goofy. You can be funny. You can show behind the scenes. You can show things in your stories that you wouldn't necessarily show or share to your feed. But your feed is the magazine of your business. It's the front window of your business. You want it to look good. You want it to be professional. You want it to be coherent. And you want people to be able to land on your feed on Instagram and be able to tell exactly what you do. I should be able to go to your Instagram feed and be able to order from your menu by looking at the photos and videos that you have on your feed. When to post. This is something I get asked quite a bit. Bruce, when should I post to my Instagram account? In the beginning, you're not going to know when to post. You're going to have to experiment. There is a tab on your Instagram account. If you go to your main Instagram account, you click on the home button. On the top right-hand corner, you're going to see 3 lines. Click on that, and then you're going to see a tab inside of that that says Insights. Once you get posting and you grow a little bit and you grow a little bit of a following, Instagram's going to tell you who those people are, where they are, and when they're online. For the most part, you could definitely go by morning, afternoon, and night to kind of gauge when you should post in the beginning. But as you grow more, the Instagram account will send you the signals of when you should be posting. For us, I find that when we post either 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, whatever it is our local time is, I'd say 2 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then again at 8, 9 o'clock at night. Those seems to be the 3 sweet spots for us when it comes to posting content to our feed. Anytime we post outside of those 3 times, it doesn't seem to get as much reach as we would like it to get. But that's because we've experimented a lot. We've had hundreds of posts, thousands of posts go to our feed. That seems to be the sweet spot for us. So experiment in the beginning. As you grow, you're going to be able to look at your insights inside of Instagram, and it's going to tell you when your people are online. The next thing, how to grow a following. This is like everybody's obsessed with follower count. So obsessed with follower count that they'll actually buy followers on Instagram and use bots to fake follower count. If I can bring this camera back to me and say something to you, please do not do this. Please, please, please do not buy fake followers on Instagram. Now, I'm not saying go out there and try to grow your following organically by following people and hoping they follow you back. That's totally organic. Don't buy fake bot followers. There are many influencers out there who buy followers on Instagram, and you can easily tell that they bought followers because they have 40, 50,000 followers on Instagram, and then you go to their feed and they have 17 likes on a post. Now, either their content is so horrendous that nobody likes it, and it's so bad that no matter who sees it of those 40,000 followers, that it's just such bad content that they don't want to like it, or they've totally gamed the system by buying followers so it looks like they have a great following, but you go to their posts and no one's engaging with their content. Now, I don't know about you, but I would much rather have 5,000 followers who are real and actually following me for a reason and I get 100 likes per post versus having 50,000 followers so it looks good, but no one actually gives a crap about what I post. So don't do that. Please, whatever you do, do not buy followers. So how do you grow on Instagram? It's a strategy. We teach it inside of our 30-day Instagram challenge that's going on right now, and we give you all of the details of how to do it. But here's what you do. You have to be proactive in the beginning. Instagram doesn't know who you want to follow you. It doesn't know the type of content that you're posting. It needs to build up social proof inside and get details about your account in order to send your photos or your videos to the right people. So how do you do this? You have to be proactive. You have to go out there and like and comment and engage with other people who are in your area. Instagram has a great search feature. You can search locations, you can search hashtags, you can follow other people who have built up followings in your area, other local businesses possibly, and start engaging with the people who engage with their content already. Now, what you don't want to be a sleazeball and go into a competitor's Instagram account and start liking and commenting about how awesome you are. Don't do that. When I say engage with other local businesses followings, I mean like maybe non-competitors who are non-competing businesses. So if you're a pizzeria, don't go into other pizzeria accounts in your area and start commenting and liking on the people who comment and like on their posts. Go into an ice cream shop, go into a real estate agent, go into a furniture store and start engaging with the people who are engaging with their content. That's where you should start. But locations is a great place to start. People who are tagging themselves as being in your city is a great place to start for finding people who are on Instagram who are in your area. Start there. Go comment on their posts. Don't be a creep about it, but go comment on their posts. Go like a couple of their posts. Maybe even throw them a follow if you're just starting out. Don't worry about the follower count to following count ratio in the beginning because you're going to have to start from somewhere. But also, look at who has a good size following in your area and look at the type of content that they're posting, because that's going to give you a good idea of what people in your area are looking for in order to follow an account. So if you see somebody, and even you can go spy on your competitors, if they have a good size following, like what are they posting and what's getting engagement on their account and what are people seeing to resonate with that I can maybe do in my business, not copy them, but use that as an idea for what I should be posting for my business. So that's how we call it there's a word for it, but we use a tool, and you can go check out our 30-day Instagram challenge to kind of find this tool. But what we tell you to do is 25 posts a day, comment on 25 posts a day, like 25 posts a day, and then DM everybody that does follow you as a way to get started on growing your following on Instagram. That should take you about 30 to 45 minutes in the beginning, and then it's going to scale back on that time as you get better at it. And there's tools that you can use. I can't go into the tools right now, but maybe I'll do a video in the future of a couple of tools that you can use to really find those things, those hashtags, find those people, and then how to do it all in a streamlined way to kind of save some time. But in the beginning, it's a lot of manual work, going out there and being proactive to try to find people in your area and then engage with them to let them know you're there. Tools of the trade. Tools of the trade. For better photos, InShot is a great tool for you to resize video and photos that you have for Instagram stories or the Instagram feed. Another tool is called, I got it right here. It's called $80. $80, and I'll put a link below, is a Instagram tool that lets you search hashtags, search locations, and search profiles for content. And then you can easily go in there and leave a comment, hit the like button, even give them a follow, all in one easy dashboard. It's called $80. I'll drop a link in below. I also created a video earlier about how exactly you should use $80. This is a paid version. Well, there is a paid version of this app, but there's a free version. So you can start with the free version. I think the paid version costs $15 a month, but if it saves me 5 hours a month of my time, it's definitely worth spending $15 if it's going to help me grow my Instagram following. That's one tool. Hashtagify is another one where you can go search hashtags that you should be either using or following, so you can find people who are using those hashtags. So $80, InShot is a great tool, and Hashtagify is another tool that you should be using. And mistakes to avoid. I think the number one mistake that you should think about is consistency. Consistency over time is what makes it work. You don't have to be fantastic or amazing at it, but you can be great at it if you're good over time. Just be good over time and you can become great. That's the biggest mistake I see people make, is they get started on Instagram or any platform. They start off great. a week or two. They're going fantastic. They're posting 5 times a week for 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden they get busy, they forget about it, or they don't see the results happening right away, and they take 2 weeks off, and they come back for a week, and they realize that, you know what, it's not really working that great for me. I think consistency over time is what it takes to work. That's the mistake I see people make. That is the mistake to avoid. Don't set your sights so high in the beginning where you can't maintain those for a consistent period of time. Don't tell yourself, I'm going to post twice a day on Instagram and I'm going to share 15 stories a day, because you won't be able to maintain that level. Tell yourself, hey, I'm going to post 1 time a day and I'm going to do 2 stories a day to my Instagram feed, because I can easily maintain that level of content. That's the number one mistake to avoid. Don't overdo it, and don't set your sights too high, because it's great to have big goals, but if those big goals aren't going to be able to be maintained over time, it won't work for you. And don't look at what other people are doing and judge yourself on that as well, because sometimes you'll look at other accounts, you'll see that they have a large following, or they're getting 500, 600 likes on a post, and you're not getting that, and you're going to be like, oh, maybe my content stinks. You don't know. Maybe they've been going at it for a long time, and they've been doing this Instagram game for a long time, and they've built up that presence on there, and they have a schedule. So don't look at other people and judge yourself or your content on what other people are doing. Those are the couple mistakes that I see people make. So just be consistent, and don't judge what other people are doing versus your content. You're going to be bad at it in the beginning. It's going to take you time to realize what your people want to see from you, and you will get better at it over time. You're going to look back at your Instagram content when you see it 6 months from now, and you're going to look back at your first pictures or videos that you've posted, and you're going to be like, wow, those were terrible. I can't believe that I posted those videos or photos back then. But that just means you're getting better at it. And that's the only way that you're going to improve, is to just do it. Not by watching a video, even though you're watching this video now, or listening to podcasts, or reading blog posts. That's not how you're going to get better at doing it. You're going to get better at doing it by actually doing the work. If you own a pizzeria, you didn't get better at making pizza by watching a video of somebody else make a pizza, or reading a blog post or a recipe. You got better at those things by actually doing it. That's what makes it better. So go create stories, go create reels, go create content for your Instagram and post it. Be consistent with it, and do that over time. I guarantee you will improve for sure. If you have a question, reach out to me, bruce@smartpizzamarketing.com. Now that I'm through with that spiel, if you have any questions, if you're watching this live, throw it in the comments below. Happy to sit here and answer any questions that you may have. All the stuff that I talked about here on this video, we talk about inside of our mastermind group. You can find that over at smartpizzamarketing.com/mastermind. I think our challenge is almost over. We started in the beginning of December, but if you want to hop on the Instagram challenge, you can definitely do that as well. thebruceirving.com/Instagram to hop on the Instagram challenge. There's a private Facebook group. Everything that I talked about here, we go into details. We have videos on how to do reels, how to create posts, how to do hashtag research, how to use $1.80 app on Chrome to grow your following. We've created all kinds of videos that you can watch inside of the 30-day Instagram challenge. And it's a real sprint. It's a real sprint to get your Instagram account flowing and where you want it to be. So if you're interested in that, drop a comment below, or just go to thebruceirving.com/Instagram to hop on that one. And don't forget to check out our podcast that we have. We have 2, the Local Business Marketing Podcast and the Smart Pizza Marketing Podcast. New episode for you every single week, including this week. Even though it's Christmas and New Year's, we do have new podcasts coming out for you this week. So go check out those. Smartpizzamarketing.com and thebruceirving.com is where we host those. All right, that is it. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We will see you later this week. If I don't say hi to you online anywhere, have a great Christmas, have a great New Year's, and we'll see you right back here next week, everybody.